Hey guys, it's Leanne, Small Town Stitches, and we are back. It has been just over a month, but we're back. Last time I filmed was Memorial Day, so May 30th, and today is the 4th of July here in the United States, so happy Independence Day. And yeah, another fun, awesome fact is a year ago today, my family and I got baptized, so that always is awesome that we have that on Independence Day as well. Freedom in more than one area of our lives. So I hope everyone is doing well. Things have been a bit chaotic here. I think a lot of people have that in the summer though, right? Like all the things are happening. Let's see, since May 30th, my daughter has finished school, so she is now done with first grade, which my brain cannot compute. So she is done, and then like 2 weeks afterwards, my husband hurt his other knee. So about 3 years ago, he had surgery on his left knee, and now he hurt his right knee, and he is off work at least until the end of July. So it is his meniscus. They are hoping that just physical therapy will solve it. So he goes to physical therapy 3 times a week right now too. So lots of prayers and well wishes for him would be appreciated, because yeah, he is very much so wanting to go back to work. The fact that he can't physically do as much at home even that he wants to do. So yes, we are hopeful that he can go back to work starting the beginning of August. So that is a not so fun thing that's happened since last time. Work has been going insane. I have a possible opportunity I can't say a lot about yet, but I should find out more in the next week or two. So if you could keep your prayers and well wishes coming for that, I would greatly appreciate it. So yeah, other than that, we've been doing, my daughter's had a couple birthday parties she went to. She's been having her drum lessons. We had my mom's birthday party yesterday. So it's been a busy summer so far this year. I got my garden in. I set up the beds in the last video after I recorded that, got everything planted. Everything is doing well. I have 3 baby cucumbers right now trying to grow. My tomatoes are flowering. My beans are starting to flower. What else? I got jalapenos, banana peppers, and green peppers starting. My garlic is gonna be pulled here soon, and my onions are gonna be following suit shortly after. So it's really exciting in the garden right now. But yeah, if you want more in-depth on gardening, that would be on my other channel. So anything else? There is an Instagram channel name change for me in case you guys, for some reason, were looking for me. I did something to reflect more me in general. So I was Small Town Stitches 0723 on Instagram. But if you look for me or want to, to follow anything I'm doing, I am homesteading and crafts now. Because it just reflects all the stuff, so I can do all my gardening, all my stitching, all my whatever, everything I can put on one now. So yes. Okay, do I have any more life things? I don't think so. That pretty much sums everything up. So I have a lot of stitching to talk about because it has been over a month. So I have my end of May total, I have my June total, and we've already started into July. So my end of May stitch count ended up being 7,191 stitches. It was a very good month for me. Did I work on that one? No. So I did something a little bit different, and I started it in, I decided to start it in June. Words are difficult sometimes. So we'll talk about the end of May first. So the last 2 days in May, I decided to stitch on Building Dreams. This is a Heaven and Earth design. The artwork is by Kevin Daniel. Last time I knew it was still available. I should have a picture. This is where it was when I started it. And I didn't do a ton. I put in a total of 476 stitches over 2 days because I got less than 100 on Memorial Day because I was outside setting garden beds up all day. But this is where we are now. Still in that corner. We got some sky and a lot of the corner of, I think it's the garage or the building or the pillar. I don't remember. So this piece right now is at 0.79% so far. We haven't even hit 1%. But it was just started this year. So that's where we're at. So that officially leads us into June. That was my last project in May. I have so many projects sitting here next to me right now. They're gonna probably all start falling everywhere else. All right, so WIPGO for June, our numbers were 9 and 16, which gave us our first bingo. Number 9 for me was Mary Noel, and number 16 was A New Start, which was my Ink Circles Circus of Circles. So I decided to change things from doing it for 10 days to doing it for 7 days. I just thought that was best, and it gave me an opportunity to do more projects at the end of the month. And at the end of the month, if you follow Vani, who is Thread the Needle, she keeps a list and just pulls a project out every month. I switched to a wheel, and I have it so it's non-repeating, so it blacks it out afterwards. I spin the wheel, I'll work on that project for 3 days, spin it again, and when it's all blacked out, I get to start all over again. So that is what I chose to do, and I'm really liking it. So first things first, we have our first WIPGO, which is Mary Noel by Sue Hillis Designs. I am doing this on an 18 count opalescent fabric with Bleeding Heart by Threadworks. This is where we were the last time you guys saw it. And I was quite proud of the progress that I made because I got 1,744 stitches in. And let me put something behind it so that the window doesn't shine through. This is where we are now. I have finished those stars that are always giving me problems. And I did a couple more bands, and then this is the start of the N for Noel. So I was quite proud of the progress that I got done on this in a week. So very happy with that. I think I will like it in more now that I'm not doing those stars anymore too. All right, so it was our first whip go goal that we completed. Our second was a new start, which was ink circles. This piece, the English pronunciation is Circus of Circles. So, like I said, this was a new start for me. I had this idea in my head and I wasn't sure if it would actually look good, but I figured I would run with it. And of course, I can't really help you a lot because I do know the fabric came from To Die For Fabrics. It was unnamed. And I do know my thread came from Dying for Cross Stitch, and that also was unnamed. Like I said, super helpful. This is where we are right now. I don't know why, for some reason, when I saw this fabric, I thought of this brown variegated floss set to go with it, and I really like it so far. And I got a total of 1,902 stitches done on it. So, I like it. I really, really do. And I already have the other ink circles, the Circus of Triangles. Was it triangles? No, I don't remember what the other one was called. I already finished one last year. So those were my two whip go goals that I had for June. And then I decided to just spin my wheel in a row and plan for the rest of the month. So my next project was, I love this piece. I love the colors. This is Mini Sunflower Cottage by Donna Gelsinger. And this is what it was looking like last time. And I am almost positive all I stitched it was in the color 995. Here we are now. Actually, let me move this really quick for you. Okay. There we go. This is where we are so far. So I got a total of 564 stitches in 3 days. One of the days I just didn't stitch at all. So, life, right? There we go. So much 995, but it's nice sometimes because it's mindless stitching. And this is at a total, I have my tablet sitting on my lap with Pattern Keeper pulled up. Pattern Keeper is everything if you are a full coverage stitcher. This is at 5.10% now. All right. I have to kind of redo some projects because they're all falling everywhere. Okay. All right, next thing we spun was Halloween Night. This is a Tilton Crafts pattern. No, it's not. I was gonna say, I believe it's my only one that is not a Haid, but I have one other that is not a Haid as well. I got a total of 829 stitches in. This is where we were before I started. And this is where we finished off. It is still on a hoop. I was lazy. I was working in diagonals because after trying it from watching Vonnie, I'm addicted. I think it's because of the fact of the detail that you can see pop faster because you're not stitching in just a line. But you can definitely see the start of that tombstone now. So, I don't know. I love this piece. I say that about all my full coverages, right? You should love them, or why are we stitching them? So this piece is at 21.93% now. Coffee break. All right. The next thing we did was Halloween sampler. Apparently the wheel liked Halloween there for a little bit. And this one is by Cottage Garden Sampling. This is what it looks like. This is where we were before we started. And I did a total in 3 days of only 437 stitches on it. But still 437 stitches, right? And this is where we are. We got R, S, and some candy corns done. I love this piece. I have done my own color conversion with this, just out of stuff I had in stash. Yeah, I don't know. I like this piece. The wheel is spun 3 days, gives it time to see some progress, and then at the same time, you're not stitching on the same thing all the time and you're seeing progress on all your pieces, so. All right, so then we were at the 24th and the 25th. So if you've been watching me, you know that is something that Bonnie and I started for Christmas in July last year, which was a full coverage stitch along, and it doesn't have to be a certain designer or company or whatever. It just had to be full coverage. So our hashtag on Instagram is FCChristmasSal, S-A-L. I am really trying to be better about Instagram, but I'm really horrible sometimes about posting my pictures. I'm good with my Whip Go pictures, just nothing else. So I am doing Filling the Stocking by Donna Gelsinger, which is a Heaven and Earth Designs pattern. This is where we were before this weekend, and I didn't get a lot. It was only 302 stitches. And I am working on the diagonal on this one as well. But here we are now. Love this piece. I love this piece. So we have one more, this is one page. We have one more page to go over, and then it will be the whole width of this stocking. So I am loving this piece. I'm working on all of the garland and lights that are on top of the fireplace right now. And this is at 7.27%. Bonnie, I am completely addicted to diagonals now. Completely. Okay. I'm not used to having this many projects to show. So after that, I had Quaker Christmas pop up for 3 days. And I love this piece too. This is my piece that I have tweaked along the way. And right here, this is what Quaker Christmas looks like. It is by Bygone Stitches. Everything is as charted except for the numbers and letters that are in red throughout it. I have replaced the numbers to be birthday months, and then the letters to spell out our last name. So I believe I took a picture of where this was before I started it. I got a total of 709 stitches in. Where am I at? I'll fold it in half for a minute just so you can see where I worked. Here we are. I got the word Merry Christmas in, as well a couple of extra motifs. So I We'll open this. You'll get to see through it though because of the light behind me. This is where the whole entire thing is at. Stitched on 18 count Heartland by Picture This Plus. The red is Scarlet Orange by Victorian Motto. The brown is an unnamed from Dying for Cross Stitch. And the golden color is Golden Ale by Color and Cotton. Look at me for being able to finally remember that. I've been stitching on it long enough. All right, so my last project of June was Cigar Box by Tilton Crafts. This is my other non-Heaven and Earth Designs pattern. This is where we were. I didn't get a lot done. I only got 301 stitches done. And here's where we are. So I decided to come up here and I just did diagonals a little bit into the start of the second page across, but there is a ton of different browns in there. There is a ton of different browns in this. So lots and lots and lots of color changes. This is on a 20 count, and typically on 20 count, I like to do 2 over 1. That is just what I like to do. But on this one, I decided to do 1 over 1 at first. It was my first 20 count full coverage pattern that I did. I have a couple since then, I believe. But I think it gives it kind of that old world map thing that the pattern goes for anyways. So I'm actually really liking it. All right, so those were our projects. Oh, I can tell you what percentage we're at now. I don't think it's a lot. 5.93%. This is a smaller pattern compared to a lot of my Heaven and Earth Designs patterns. So, okay. So we ended June with 6,788 stitches. That's what we ended June. So now we're starting into July. I only have one piece because it's my first whip go and it's getting 7 days. So whip go numbers for July are number 11 and number 18. So my number 11 is my Namisto, which I will be showing you. And then my number 18 is Autumn Blessings. This I started with Heather the Blessed Stitcher. This was our New Year, New Start. And that is by Shannon Christine Designs. So I'll show you. After I did my 2 weeks of whip go, because they each get 7 days, that led us to the 14th. So then I spun my wheel. Each piece is gonna get 3 days. So I have that for the rest of the month. We will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more pieces, 6 if you include our 24th and 25th projects. So I really like this, and after August it'll be blacked out and we get to start all over again. So let's show you what I have been stitching so far. I stitched a little bit this morning, and then I told my husband, I said, I need to go film because I haven't filmed in over a month. So this is by Lena Cross Stitch on Etsy, and this is Namisto. It comes in just black and white. I just color coded this myself, so I knew what colors I was gonna do. So I'm stitching it in 3 different DMCs. My pink is my darkest color. My yellow is my medium, and then my lightest is my green. So I haven't added in my, oh, I should take this off to show you guys. Hold please. Sorry, I was working on this. I did start a third page. I think there's only one more across after I finish this. But as of yesterday, I already had 976 stitches and I've already done over 300 today too. So this is where we started. And here we are now. These pages are so tiny on here. But this is 3 pages so far. I'm working on the third right now. So when you guys saw it, we just had this strip up here. So I have done all of this down, this down. I've carried this over, started on, it'll be matching this one over here. And then once I finish this page, I'll have to finish, you know, the border, and then we can start on page 4. So we will be finished with page 3 by the end of the whip go completion at least. So I'm loving this. I'll bring it in so you can see the difference. You can see the light, medium, and dark, hopefully. So, I don't know. I really, really like it. Good old DMC. There's absolutely, most of my projects now are stitched with DMC because I do a lot of full coverages. So these are, they look a little ratty, but these are my 3 colors. Hopefully you can see the difference there. The darkest is 3847. My medium is 3848. And my lightest is 3849. All DMC. Those are all my projects. I have a lot that I have to put away. That was another motivation to come up here and finally do this, because I was like, I need to put stuff away. I have a couple projects that are calling to me really, really bad to start. 2 of them, they were both gifted to me on my birthday. The first one is the Farmer's Market Color Expansion. This is an Amy Stewart. I'm going to show you that way I can just I really want to start this so bad. So bad. And then the other one I really want to start, and now it's my only Amy Stewart, and then I could have it for the Amy Stewart stitch along that Jemima and Yantina and Debbie are stitching on. The other one I really want to stitch is by Bridget Ashwood, and it is the mini butterfly rose cross. I really want to start this one as well. I just think it's so pretty. And I really contemplated getting rid of the background, but I just think that background adds a lot to it. So there's so many patterns I need to stitch. Just never enough time. So yeah, those are kind of my plans for July. I'm really hoping to be back end of July, beginning of August at least. Summertime for me always is a little bit slower as far as Flosstube goes and stuff, because we have a lot of family things. I live in Michigan. Our summer doesn't last nearly as long as I want it to. Our first frost date prediction is in early October, usually the 2nd week in October. You know a lot about frost dates if you are a gardener, but that's where a lot of my time is right now, is out in my garden. Not so much right now because everything is planted and nothing is really producing yet, so I'm not putting things away, but yeah, I think that's all for me. I have so much stuff to put away. So hopefully I will be back end of July, beginning of August. I just hope you guys are having a great summer if you are in the Northern Hemisphere. If not, I believe it's winter for you. The W word, that's coming way too fast for here. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off. So remember, your mental health is important, and to take time for yourself each and every day in whatever form that may be, and to be a light to the world around you. It is so needed right now. I will see you guys later.